Hey guys, it's Nintendo Collector. I'm not going to do much of an introduction other than, I can't do any editing right now, so the video is just, this is total raw footage. And it's basically just a random video, give you guys something out there since I haven't posted anything in a while. And basically what it's going to be doing is just a little video of some Nintendo finds that I picked up pretty recently. And I might start doing these every so often of things I find at flea markets, garage sales, stuff like that, just so you guys can get some updates on my collection and what's going on. This way, it's easier for me to show you guys what retro stuff I'm getting rather than making a whole collection video. So maybe some upcoming ones of these following this. So this one's just going to be my finds for the past maybe week and a half or so. So oh yeah, that's just a Mario doll I was on. It's not a doll, it's a plush, but I was just on it while I was talking. I'm not going to show you my room because it's a mess, so you get to look at the floor. And basically, a lot of these finds are just strategy guides, old strategy guides. I've been looking for a lot of those lately. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, the first one, and let me keep in mind I got all of these for great deals, just a couple of bucks each. The original Donkey Kong Country strategy guide for Super Nintendo, which if you guys know me, you know I'd probably be very, very happy, and I am very happy to find that because it is my favorite game of all time. And while we're on the subject, can I get a hell yeah for Nintendo bringing back Donkey Kong Country at the E3? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Okay, so if you guys agree, post a comment telling me your thoughts on it. Okay, next, Donkey Kong Country 2. Also really glad to have that guide because I like that game also very, very well. It's not as good as the first in my opinion, but still really, really fun. The next, I got these two as a set together. It's the Game Atlas for Nintendo. It's the NES one. So it has a lot of just tips, tricks, maps on some NES games, Seeing you got Mario, Mega Man, Zelda, just stuff like that. And I also picked up the same thing for Super Nintendo. It's the Game Atlas. Or it's actually... It doesn't say Atlas on this one, it's just called Super NES. But I'm guessing it's the exact same thing. Or they meant it to be, because I mean, look at it looks almost identical. And it has the same kind of format when you open it, tips and tricks, guides, stuff like that. Here, I'll show you guys the other guides before I go into that other stuff. Chrono Trigger guide, I was pretty happy to pick up that one. I haven't seen many of those. The Super Mario All-Stars guide. Also happy to find that one. I've actually never even seen that guide before. I didn't even know they made one. And then the next one, in my opinion, was probably the best find because of the shape it's in, and I know it's sort of rare. It's not really like, oh my god, that's rare, but it's uncommon to find one. The Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars guide, which is that's actually one of my favorite games of all time too, if you didn't know that. I'm a pretty big fan of that game. And if you can't tell, it's literally in spotless condition. I mean, like, it's perfect. So I was pretty happy to pick that up. So now just like 3 things that aren't guides. Well, this one is and it's part not. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I bought that and I bought the guide with it. So yeah, the guides are pretty good for that, even though I never use them. It's just kind of something to have. I like to have them. Here, I'll pan back and show you guys. Just real quick, I'm a big fan of old strategy guides for games and stuff, Nintendo Powers. This is just a little bookshelf I have with a lot of the kind of stuff on it. I have some more other places, but that's just a little sneak peek of my room. I don't know if I had that in my last collection video. I probably did. Okay, another game was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Pretty fun game. I was a pretty big fan of the first few in the series. I beat him, and I'm about halfway through the game right now, and so far it's great. I really enjoy it. And then the next is probably, in my opinion, it was a good find for me, because I've never seen one before. I mean, I know they have them, but I've never seen one, just out, I guess if you want to call it, in the wild, at a flea market. And I only paid $10 for it, which is also, in my opinion, kind of a good deal. You might disagree. But it's a PlayChoice 10 arcade sign. So, pretty neat. I've never seen one of those before. If you guys don't know what a PlayChoice 10 is, it's basically Nintendo's arcade machine. It's it has like multiple different games in it, and you could like replace the chips and play different games. I don't know. I'm not the best of explaining what it is. If you want to know more about it, I would seriously recommend looking it up. It's pretty cool. You might have even seen one before and you don't know it. So, yeah. Okay, well that's it. This is just a little collection video on the few things I picked up in the last week and a half or so, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed it, and more of these videos probably to come, as also maybe a review or thoughts video on like Mario Galaxy 2 or the DSi XL, which I still haven't got yet, but I'm going to get soon, and just other videos that aren't Nintendo related. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and sorry for talking too much like usual. This is normally where the credits would be, but since I don't have editing because Kodak hates me, yeah. Woo!